It is the early 1970s and America is experiencing the biggest oil and gas crisis ever. Which means driving your 426 Hemi to work wasn't exactly feasible. Your 455 heavy duty Pontiac Firebird Trans Am wasn't exactly feasible to drive to work because you weren't going to get any gas for it. So people being people, they flocked to the next best thing, which was the Honda Civics, the Toyota Celicas, and all of the other JDM vehicles. These things were selling left to right. These things were selling like hotcakes. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying. All of these domestic car companies y'all know and love today were jealous a-holes. They literally went up to Reagan and said, hey, big dog, listen, Japan is outselling us as far as vehicles, and we don't exactly like that shit. You need to fix this. You like, for real, you need to fix this shit. So what Reagan ended up doing was putting a tax on every single vehicle that touched American soil, which was bad for Japan considering the fact that their yen at the same time wasn't exactly doing too well. Their currency was losing value. And on top of that, they limited Toyota to about 1.9 million cars a year. Toyota said, you know what? Bet, I got some for y'all. So the head of Toyota, the chief of design, and pretty much all of the execs at Toyota sat down at this big ass round table and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create an entirely different vehicle that has nothing to do with the Toyota Celica or the Supra or any of our other vehicles. It's going to be something totally different. This was called Project F1, which stood for Flagship 1. Afterwards, they sent some executives over to California from Orange County, California, Beverly Hills, California, to observe what people truly like to drive, right? Because this was going to be the basis for their own build. And they noticed, people drive a lot of Mercedes-Benz S-classes around here. They drive a lot of BMW 7 Series. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to build a competitor. Project F1 was actually the Lexus LS400. You see, the Toyota was smart. They know if they sold this thing as a Toyota, people weren't going to flock to it. So we're going to give it another snazzy name. We're going to put it under our Lexus brand. Y'all ain't getting what I'm saying. Mercedes-Benz hated this car. Why? Because they thought they was underselling the price. They thought, okay, cool. There's no way they making money off the LS400. It's $40,000 and it's got the same amenities we have in our cars for $50,000 more dollars. But in actuality, Toyota was smart. They knew that, okay, cool, 1.9 million vehicles. Okay, the math is mathing. So that means I can sell these cars for $40,000 because the U.S. currency is significantly greater than the yen. Bro, this was a dual overhead cam 4-liter V8 in a sedan. Yeah, no. I need to put this in perspective. This is a dual overhead cam V8 sedan with 250 plus horsepower, 260 plus horsepower. In a sedan that costed $40,000 and was reliable. The 1UZ FE that grazed the engine bay of this thing is considered like the V8 version of the 2JZ. And besides, naming this thing a Lexus, putting it under their Lexus sister brand was the smartest idea ever because, let's face it, in the 80s, when you think of luxury, right, what did you think of? You think of Mercedes-Benz, you think of BMW, you think of Ferrari, you think of, man, who else? There's a lot of other vehicles out there, but you do not think of Toyota. So instead of calling it a Toyota, they just said, okay, cool, we're going to call it a Lexus LS400.